Turn to somebody else, tell them, change your mind, change your life. Look at verse 22 of Ephesians 4. He says that you put off. Now, I want you to notice who's responsible for doing this. He said, you do this, not God. Don't quit saying, Lord, change my mind. Lord, I'm asking you to help me. Lord, give me a new mind. Oh, Lord, help me to think right. No. He said, you put off concerning the former conversation the old man which is corrupt according to the deceitfulness of lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that you put on the new man, which after God is created in righteousness and true holiness. Wherefore putting away lying. You need to quit lying. Put it away. Quit lying. Lord, help me not to lie. No, just put it away. Stop it. Look at your neighbor and say, just stop it. Stop lying. That's one thing I don't do is lie. I tell the truth. Even when it hurts. Just tell the truth. I'm not going to lie to you. You want my opinion? Get ready for the truth. Put away lying. Speaking evil of every man. Speak every man truth with his neighbor. For we are members one of another. So he says, speak the truth to your neighbor. Speak the truth. Be ye angry and sin not. Notice he didn't say that anger was a sin. He just said, don't let anger lead to sin. He said, be angry, but don't sin. You can be angry, but not sin. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath, neither give place to the devil. Now, in this passage, Paul told the people of this church, he says, be renewed in the spirit of your mind. For what purpose? Because God is the most purposeful being that exists. So why did he tell us to be renewed in the spirit of our mind? In order that we might put on the new man who is righteous, who is holy, and who is prosperous in every way. So if you're going to begin to allow the new man to find expression in your life, you got to make an exchange. You got to put off the old and you got to put on the new. Come on, somebody. See, as you renew the spirit of your mind, that programmed way of thinking, and we began to touch on this last Sunday, when you begin to renew your mind, that programmed way of thinking begins to change. Begins to change. When you exchange your old thinking patterns for God's thinking patterns, you begin to see new opportunities. Things begin to change. Doors begin to open up. You begin to see new possibilities and new opportunities. And, amen. You begin to see new things in relationships, new things in business, new things in finances. Why? Because now God has something to work with. Because you've allowed your mind to be renewed. Your mind has to be changed. Look at your neighbor and say, you got to change your mind. Praise God. There are many things people change as they go through life. But the spirit of their mind usually isn't one of them. Amen. Now, I want you to hear this. Even after you've been born again, your mind still needs to be changed, because your mind will constantly respond to situations and circumstances the way that it always has, based on previous programming. So now you're saved and speak in tongues and read the Bible, but you still respond to situations the same way you did before you got saved. Wait a minute. Where did that word come from? I didn't even know I was still capable of saying those things. Don't look at me with that tone of voice. What's the problem? The mind hasn't been renewed. You walk through the house and you hit your toe on a piece of furniture, and whoop, and oops comes out a four-letter word. That book of curse that was buried deep down is still there. Because we still need to renew this mind more. Because the Bible said out of the oh, I didn't mean to say that. Oh, yes, you did. Because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. See, if it's not in you, it can't come out of you. The only reason it came out because it's still there. There's certain words that just won't come out of your mouth when it's not buried in your heart. Damn, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. If you can't say amen, just say, help me, Lord. Help me. See, there is also another type of programming called time released beliefs. Time released beliefs. This is the programming you don't realize is there until a specific incident brings it to the surface. It's time release. Like medication we take, time release means it releases into our bodies over time. You know, the older I get, the more I realize that my mind is filled with time released beliefs. When I was younger, I didn't really know what I believed about marriage. I mean, man, when I was a teenager, I didn't really know what I believed about marriage, what I believed about, parenthood, or any other major adult issue. But when I got married, I began to raise children, new ways of thinking began to pop out of my mind that I didn't even know that were a part of my programming. Are you listening to me? Many people struggle with problems without realizing they're not dealing with conscious decisions today. They have no idea that they're responding with a way of thinking that has been hidden in their hearts for years. You've been trained, you've been programmed to believe that you're not good enough. You've been programmed to believe that you're unattractive. You've been programmed to believe that nobody really wants you, that you can never ever truly be loved, that you're not accepted, that you're not capable. It's a programmed way of thinking. And most of the times you don't recognize these things until incidents and circumstances arise that bring these beliefs out and up to the surface. Look at your neighbor and say, this is going to be good. Your life is about to be changed if you'll listen. So what has to happen in order to change my reactions and my responses to people? Because the moment somebody does something or says something to you in a way that you don't like, your defenses go up. You're ready to fight. You're what? Because it's a programmed way of thinking. That's your natural reaction. Now, the answer to overcoming these programming problems is to renew the mind, to renew the way you think. Because I see people every day in the same situations who are fed up with the way they are living. They're tired of living the way they're living. They don't like the way things are going, but they don't change because they haven't found the key to change. See, the will of God is for you to live a prosperous, successful life, spiritually, mentally, physically, financially, and socially. God desires the fullness of his abundant life and prosperity for you. For you. It's never his will for people to suffer or struggle through life.